This little boy was actually the young master of the wealthiest family in the city. Yet he pretended to be a poor child who couldn't even afford a meal. He even dragged his CEO father into the act all for one purpose: to convince the woman in front of him to agree to be his mom. Just a while ago, the woman, desperate to fend off her mother's constant pressure to get married, decided to recruit a child on the spot at a cafe. She conducted interviews, but none of the candidates were suitable. One was even an adult disguised as a child. When the woman was about to lose hope, an adorable little boy appeared. She excitedly rushed over to ask about him. Hearing that he was 5 years old, she couldn't help but think of her own child who had tragically passed away. If he were still alive, he'd be the same age as this boy. Little did she know, this boy was her child. 5 years ago, the woman had been set up by her supposed best friend. The friend had lured her to a specific hotel room under the pretense of rest. However, the truth was far darker. The best friend was actually her father's illegitimate daughter. She had been scheming to ruin the woman's life and take her place as the heir to the Zhang family fortune. On her way to the room, the woman accidentally bumped into a CEO who had also been set up. The two ended up spending the night together. When the scheming woman learned her plan had failed, she was furious. But before she could escalate, the CEO's assistant arrived, announcing that the woman from the night before was now the CEO's girlfriend. Realizing that the woman had unknowingly spent the night with High City's wealthiest man, the schemer decided to step back and bide her time. 9 months later, the woman gave birth to a baby boy. But the schemer bribed the doctor to tell her that the baby had been stillborn. The schemer then took the baby to the CEO's house, pretending that it was her own child. Unaware of the truth, the woman mourned her supposed loss. Back in the present, the boy's polite and adorable demeanor melted the woman's heart, and she immediately agreed to hire him as her son. At that moment, the CEO arrived at the cafe after a construction site visit, ready to pick up his son. Seeing the boy holding hands with the woman, the CEO assumed she was a kidnapper.